Hey guys, Germaniac back again, bringing you another video. Okay, so today we got Germany's health crisis, why Europe's biggest economy is fending off chronic doctor shortage. Spoiler, it's because doctors are very old in this country. In Germany, 1 in 4 doctors are leaving the profession. What is being done to nurse the healthcare system back to health? Germany is regarded by many to be a country of efficiency. Well, not the trains. People in other countries often assume that German trains depart on time. Well, there you go. The internet runs at normal speed and the healthcare system is flawless. But for the latter, at least, the data shows they are wrong. December saw a closure of scores of doctor practices across Germany, as many went to strike to protest worsening working conditions. But it's not just German doctors who are angry. Slovenian and Portuguese doctors have also walked off the job. In Italy, doctors and nurses protested in December, and in January, British junior doctors began their longest industrial action in the history of the UK's National Health Service. So many doctors across Europe are very angry. Germany's healthcare woes come as its coalition government grapples with a range of domestic issues, including farmer strikes, sluggish economy, and a rising threat from the far right. Now, before we go further, we're seeing a lot of strikes. I mean, trains, doctors, airport staff. A lot of people are not happy. And notice how they always throw in the far right in there. Maybe there wouldn't be a rising threat if you, I don't know, did something about all these issues instead of whining about the far right. How about you fix some stuff and then people won't vote for them? Because right now, people think you suck. They think the current government sucks. So they're voting for alternatives for Deutschland. They're voting for the alternative. The German health minister Karl Lauterbach met with members of the medical association to listen to concerns and make a concrete plan in January. But many of those professionals are skeptical that things will change. One of them is Dr. Dirk Heinrich, the chairman of the Association of Resident Doctors, who told Euronews Health after the meeting that many doctors are very angry and that if solutions are not found as quickly as possible, the situation will continue to deteriorate. The shortage of doctors is a persistent problem. Even with the best measures, we won't be able to completely solve it. We need to carefully consider how to better guide patients through the system, he said. Retirement and finding successors. Around 80,000 doctors in Germany are over the age of 60. Wow. How many doctors are there, though? Many doctors express concern that when they retire, finding a successor to their practices will be a very tough job. According to a gynecologist, Dr. Peter Roth, who has a practice in Berlin, the medical profession has become very unattractive, and last year, 150 general practitioner practices simply closed because they could not find anyone else to take over the practice. The shortage of doctors is a persistent problem. Even with the best measures, we won't be able to completely solve it. And that's by Dr. Heinrich. In addition, there is a significant area of outpatient or general practitioner care. Over the next 3 years, an estimated 5,000 to 8,000 general practitioner practices are expected to close, mostly due to retirement. It's a big meme as well, like you go to a doctor, they're all old, they're giving you outdated information. Now, I mean, with this, you just have to make the job more attractive. If the job isn't attractive, well, people aren't going to do it. It's that simple. It's the same with teaching. A lot of people don't want to become teachers. Why? Well, unlike doctors, I feel like you shouldn't have to study for like 7 years to be a teacher. You're just teaching kids. Like, it's not a life or death situation if you suck or not. You know what I mean? If you're a doctor, yeah, it could potentially be a life or death situation. So maybe a few more years is needed to be a doctor. It's like, what, 7 or 8 years to be a teacher in Germany? And I assume it's the same for a doctor? But, geez, like, this is a bit ridiculous. What is also needed is more mindful digitization of processes. Medical student Lauren Gerdes suggested by, for instance, embracing AI solutions. New methods need to be developed, such as integrating retired physicians, for example, through telemedicine or other technologies, or improving compensation to compensate for the shortage of personnel or migration through new staff. He added during a Zoom call with Euronews Health. I think these are the major challenges that need to be addressed, and we need to face them urgent. Now, with embracing AI and digital solutions, I mean, honestly, the tech isn't there yet, which I'm sure they'll say in the article, but I feel like eventually you will be able to have a long list of your medical history, and this should be done in like a decentralized manner, to be honest, just so it's like secure for all your medical records. But you should be able to, give the symptoms, give the data. It compares it to everybody else. This is the most likely thing you have. A bang, bang, bang. This is what you need to do, right? But so it should be quick. Right now, we're currently not doing that, but maybe in 10 years, I mean, you'd be able to do it. If a doctor themselves were quick and had some programming skills or could hire someone, should be able to get this stuff done, I reckon, in like 2 years. But it's Germany, and their doctors probably not the most creative bunch, so this kind of stuff would take a while to actually get implemented. Anyway, Peter Schreiber, medical student and chairman of the students in Hartmannbund, a professional association that represents German doctors, said he would like to see more AI in outpatient settings beyond radiology, for example, to reduce redundant tasks, especially in bureaucracy. We enjoy the actual medical work. That's why we studied it, or are studying it. But Roth said AI technology simply isn't developed enough. He says the processes are time consuming, that a patient needs to physically come to the practice themselves and present their insurance card in person every quarter of a year. What? The practice every quarter of a year? Is that true? What? You need to go to a practice every quarter of the year to present your insurance card? I'm going to have to look that up. That sounds ridiculous. Even if repeat prescriptions could be administered online, the card still needs to be handed over. It consumes more urgently needed appointments. Another complaint of the doctors at the meeting with the German health minister was that last year, Lauterbach, man, I'm butchering this, Lauterbach, Bausch, whatever, overturned the new patient regulation, meaning doctors now lose out on their new patient bonus. This has led to many practices refusing to take new patients as they are already at capacity with their existing ones. New appointments, according to Roth, are more time consuming because they require the doctor to get to know patient's medical history. Combating low pay. Roth also explained that most doctors are self-employed in Germany. This means they bear all the costs for medical assistants, including receptionists and medical equipment. So he pays €40,000 per month for these assistants, and self-employed doctors receive their compensation later once accounts have been settled. Also said that 50% in tax reductions and approximately $70,000 net per year remains. I mean, if they're getting tons of patients, these are smart guys. Surely there's some way they can streamline it, right? They're smart guys. They're doctors. Once again, you can be a smart guy, but not too creative. So maybe that's what they just need. They need a little bit more creativity in the field to really expand how they deal with more patients. The care system will collapse to an extent that we cannot recover from, possibly even within this year. Ooh, big call. I don't want to complain. It's not a bad income, but ultimately, I can't give my medical assistants a high income from that, he said. Roth also said he loses 20% of his salary due to reimbursements coming months later. He finds it unfair after so many years of training. Lauterbach promised at the Crisis Summit meeting with doctors in Germany that they would now be paid in full again. Medical equipment such as ultrasounds are covered by loans taken out of the doctor's name. They cost tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of euros. Several doctors told Euronews Health spoke to complain about the salary, with many criticizing Lauterbach for suggesting that 146 to 230,000 per year or higher. Roth said that this only applies to specialists such as radiologists and orthopedists. Unbearable work condition, and it just keeps getting worse for the doctors. Hein warned that the work conditions for doctors. Why would anyone become a doctor? For all this article, why would anyone want to become a doctor, right? It's becoming unbearable for many doctors. The care system will collapse to an extent that we cannot recover from, possibly even within this year. Doctors have told me that they think things will get really bad in the next 3 to 5 years. Oh, perfect! Just in time for them to ship everyone away to go fight overseas, or next door, as you know. The medical system is in urgent need of reform, but all the doctors Euronews Health spoke with were pessimistic about the future of medicine in Germany. Many said they know medical students who personally went to other countries, including Denmark, Sweden, Switzerland, because working conditions are better, including shorter hours, higher pay. As Rott succinctly puts it, how much is our health worth? Good way to end the article. But, I mean, as we can see, yeah, who wants to be a doctor in this country? Looks like nobody. Nobody really wants to be a doctor in this country. So they have to make the job more desirable. They have to get more creative with how to deal with more patients. If that thing is true about them having to hand in your insurance card every quarter, like, seriously, what a waste of time. It's a lot of things that can be improved, but honestly, they need to figure out, well, one, how to get more doctors. Are they going to import them from India or something? Or what are they going to do? Like, is that the grand strategy of every Western nation? Hey, let's just import nonstop? Apparently it is, so whatever. But anyway, that's it for this one. Looks like doctors are going to have a fun time in the next 3 to 5 years. And I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe for more German news, and I'll see you in the next one.